So recently I've had several clients ask me if there's a way to buy a home before selling their current one, and I thought this would make a great topic to share. So in this video, I'll talk you through some of the options on how you can buy before selling. So why would you want to buy a new home before selling your current home? Well, there are several reasons for this. Firstly, maybe you don't feel comfortable living in your home whilst it's on the market. There will be disruption because you need to ensure your home is always presentable and able to be shown at relatively short notice. There may also be some essential renovations that you need to do to ensure you achieve the maximum sale price, and again, living in your current home during these renovations may be less than desirable. Now, another reason you might want to buy prior to selling is that the timing might not work for you, because if you did sell your home first, then it puts some pressure on you to buy your next home faster than you might like. And then finally, a big benefit of buying before you sell is that you can avoid making a contingent offer. Now, this is where you write an offer on a property that is contingent on you being able to sell your home prior to buying this new one. In a hot market, most sellers are not going to want a contingent offer, as it can seriously slow down the process, and there's more risk if you can't find a buyer for your home. There's a chance that the deal will fall through on the property you're buying. So what are the options on buying a home prior to selling? Well, if you're a cash buyer, then this should be pretty easy for you. But most people don't have the cash available to buy a home outright. If you're not a cash buyer, then your next step will be to see if you can carry the mortgage on another property before selling your current one. And this is a conversation I recommend you have with your lender, which could be a mortgage broker, bank, or credit union. Now, where most people tend to have issues is that they don't have enough money for the down payment for a new home, and there are several ways to solve that issue. Firstly, take a look at the equity you have in your current home, because there are ways you can use that to fund your down payment of your future property. And one of the most common techniques is by using a home equity line of credit, or HELOC, on your current home. Now, a HELOC does come with a higher interest rate, but the goal will be able to pay this off when you sell your current home, so ideally it's not a loan you should aim to hold for a long time. So to give you a quick example, let's say your current home is worth $750,000 and you have a mortgage of $400,000. This means you have $350,000 in equity. Now, every lender will have different policies about how much debt you can have on the home, but most will want to ensure there's no more than 85 to 90% debt. So with that in mind, you might be able to attain a HELOC of around $250,000, which should hopefully cover more than enough for your down payment. There are other loan programs that you will want to talk to your lender about, one of which is a bridge loan, which is another short-term loan program where you can tap into your home's equity. But what happens if you don't have enough equity in your current home for your down payment? Well, if you have a 401k, then you may be able to borrow against your own retirement fund with a 401k loan. You can typically borrow up to half the value of your balance. Now, the upside of using a 401k loan is that lenders don't count the loan as a debt when calculating your debt to income ratio, and that's an important ratio used to determine how much you can borrow. Now, if you do go down this route, then you may want to plan on repaying this loan back when your home sells, because if you default on this type of loan, there can be additional taxes and penalties. Now, I feel I should caveat all this advice and reinforce I am not a financial advisor or a lender, but I am a real estate broker and wanted to share some tips on what some of my current clients have been doing to be able to buy sooner than they thought. So if any questions about this, please feel free to shoot me an email. I am a licensed real estate broker in the states of Oregon and Washington, and would love to hear from you. Until next time, thanks for watching.